Good day, students. Today we are continuing in our series on our course AEM 713 Three Crops Production. And today's topic is on nursery preparation and management practices. You will know that for a successful plantation or orchard, you need a very good beginning, and the beginning is the nursery. During this topic, we are going to look extensively at the site selection, which type of site is ideal for a nursery, what are the tools that should be available in a nursery, and other nursery management practices. Because if you fail at this level of the nursery, you have failed. Because at the end of the day, the seedlings you are going to transplant should be should be a very robust seedling that can withstand the rigors of field operations by the time they get to the final plantation site. And so this is very important. I want you to feel free, relax, and ask your questions as I take you along the topic. I am your regular facilitator, Dr. Godwin A. Al-Hassan of the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, National Open University of Nigeria. God bless you. Uh, Good day. Welcome to this topic, our topic 2 on this series, AEM 713, Three Cross Production. And the topic is the preparation and management of a nursery. You can see the picture of a nursery farm site that is there in polling bags, and this is how it should be, robust seedling that have been produced. So it's the same thing in a normal nursery. You arrange your polling bags under a shade, depending on the type of tree crop that are involved, under an open space. So these are the conditions depend on the type of seedlings you are producing. Very weak seedlings have to be protected with some level of shade. By way of introduction, the foundation of tree crop production is usually the nursery practices and management. If you miss it at this stage, you have missed the whole thing. We will start from a seed selection and other practices. The type of soil you are going to use at that site is equally important. And then the performance of your orchard or the plantation depends on the quality of nursery preparation, the techniques you are using, and the management practices. So this, by way of introduction, the nursery preparation is very, very essential for the successful management of our final plantation business. Objectives. The objectives of this topic: one, select a satisfactory nursery site. Two, prepare a functional nursery. Three, manage nursery beds. Nursery site selection. Factors to be considered in selecting a nursery site: accessibility of the nursery to the permanent field site. It should not be very far away. Accessibility to water source. Water should be readily available for you to constantly water your nursery. And then the level ground, the area should be well level enough. And then the type of soil, use humus soil. Very fertile soil should be used in a nursery. And then availability of labor. Labor should be cheap and easily available. Proximity to market. Your nursery site should be close enough to people that may require your services. And then accessibility to expertise services. Where you need some issues to be resolved, you need some experts to consult, and those experts should be available within your location. Preparation of nursery beds. This includes you clear the site of the trash, lay out the nursery site according to plan, plant windbreaks. The windbreaks you have to plant them to protect the emerging seedlings. Fence your nursery very well and erect permanent supports for shading materials. Digging a nursery beds is equally important, and then laying polythene bags. Types of nursery beds. We have the raised beds. There are two main types. The raised beds and number two, the sunken beds. The sunken beds are the one that may require the celebrate their especially during a dry season, so that they can be able to trap some moisture, while the raised ones are mainly practiced during the rainy season, so that waterlogging will be avoided within the nursery site. Application of nematode and fertilizers. This is a part of the management practices that are normally carried out in the nursery. 3 weeks before sowing the seed, apply a nematicide, usually Nemagon, to destroy any nematode at the rate of 1 gram per centimeter. They are equally going to apply fertilizers, superphosphate, and nitrogen at the rates of 50 kg of superphosphate and 100 kg of nitrogen per hectare, respectively. Sowing of seed. Select good seed of no history. The seed should have the following qualities: should be of high quality, good growth and uniformity in growth, freedom from diseases and pests, viruses and bacterial infections, and viability. The source of your seed should be known. You should have seeds that have a good history of better performance. Mulching and watering. This is equally part of the management practices we carry out in our nurseries. The seed beds should be covered with mulch to retain moisture. You should equally apply water as required. Don't overwater and don't starve your nursery seedlings of enough water. More often during the dry season than during the rainy season. So you need more water during the dry season. And then too much water will make the seed to go rotting. So immediately after planting, do not apply too much water, as a waterlogged environment will make the seed to get rotten and it will not germinate. And at the same time, insufficient water will dry up the seed and germination will be adversely affected. Let's look at our assignment number 1. Take home and do this assignment and return it to our platform. List the qualities of a good seed. Very simple assignment. Let's continue with our nursery management practices. Many tree crops nurseries in Nigeria have collapsed because of poor management. And one of those, there have 4 main types of management practices that should be carried out in our nursery. We have the routine hygiene, weeding, keeping the place very neat, storage of nursery tools and equipment should be well stored where they are supposed to be stored, labor management, and first aid box. Shade management. Some seedlings require some level of shade, so too much amount of light received by young plant is not good enough. So you need to protect them from direct sunlight. Under hot drying conditions, some shade will reduce the loss of water and promote leaf expansion, especially during dry season. Desirable mulching and shade provision is desirable to provide shade for young seedlings before they become very leafy. Protection. Germinating the seed. The seeds of most tropical tree crops germinate readily when fresh. They lose their availability on storage, especially cocoa, coffee, and cola. When you plant these seeds when fresh, the germination will be very good. The oil palm seed germination is very low when the seeds are fresh. For oil palm, it's a different ballgame entirely. Oil palm seeds require a period of heat treatment to increase germinability, and you must give it heat treatment. Assignment number 2. Outline ways of ensuring good management of nurseries in Nigeria. Outline ways of ensuring good management of nurseries in Nigeria. Do this assignment and drop it on our platform. This is the end of our lesson number 2 in this series. I thank you for listening and we look forward to seeing you next week.